Hello, welcome back. I'm the Cardian, and today we are looking at the rules of the Pokemon TCG. I've been wanting to put this video out, and hopefully you guys have too, because I do not think most of you know the rules. And if you do, good job. And if you don't, well, there's nothing to be ashamed of. It's just a simple game that just needs some explaining for you to get into. So, what are we going over today? Well, we are going over cards and parts of cards. So, first up, we are going to be talking about Pokemon. And Pokemon are not too much the most important. You need Pokemon in your deck, but they're not too important to the point where you have to have 50 Pokemon in your deck. That is a bad decision. And first up, there are 3 types of Pokemon: basic Pokemon, Stage 1 Pokemon, and Stage 2 Pokemon. And Stage 1 Pokemon, you place them on top of basic Pokemon to evolve them. And Stage 2 goes on Stage 1. And it's as simple as that. There is a rule for evolution, so you don't go bananas with it. You can only evolve one turn after you play that Pokemon. So if you play it face down or on your turn, you have to wait 1 turn cycle. So you can't evolve on your first turn, or you can't evolve the turn you play a basic Pokemon, unless you have some of those time-bending stadiums that allow you to evolve straight up. Those are broken and totally should be banned, though. Then there's the energy cost right below the picture, and this energy cost represents how much energy you have to have on a Pokemon to use an attack. Colorless energy mean you can use any energy for it, but if it shows any symbol of an energy, then you have to have that energy attached to it. And then to the right you have the attack damage. That's how much damage you do to the HP of the Pokemon. And you can see here that there's also descriptions of attacks that do special things. And then below the attacks are the weaknesses, resistances, and retreat costs. The weaknesses are usually multiplied by 2. So if they're hit by that kind of Pokemon, that type of Pokemon, it's your symbol of Pokemon, not your attack. And if you're hit by that kind of Pokemon, the damage from it is multiplied by 2. The resistance, though, if you're hit by that kind of Pokemon, it's usually reduced by sometimes 20, sometimes 30. Who knows the numbers these days? And then there's the retreat cost. The retreat cost is always represented by colorless energy, and colorless energy means how much energy you have to discard off of this Pokemon to move it onto the bench and move another Pokemon onto the active position. Okay, so next up, we have trainer cards. And trainer cards, they are the most important part of your deck. You're going to want them because they help you through your deck. They get your Pokemon out. They get your energy out, so you can attack and win the game. And so, first off, there are supporter cards. Now, supporter cards, that you can only play one of them per turn, but they are very powerful and are usually for you. They're for you and your benefit only, usually. And then there are item cards that can be played at any time during your turn, as many as you want. And then that's the reason most people have a bunch of items in their deck. So there are a subsection of trainer item cards that are called tools. And these Pokemon tools can be attached to a Pokemon just like an energy. And these tool cards also give special effects to your Pokemon. And these special effects can give you more damage, reduce the damage from your opponent, give you the ability to retreat easier. And that's why they're used. And so the stadiums, though, are beneficial or not beneficial for both you and your opponent. So you want to play stadiums wisely because they can help out your opponent as well. So you want to watch that. But you can only play one per turn. There can only be one stadium in play at a time. And when a stadium comes in that does not have the same name as the other stadium, the stadium that was originally in, is discarded. Okay, next up, we have energy. So, basic energy, well, first off, energy can only be attached once per turn to a Pokemon. And that may sound very restricting. One energy per turn is not a lot, but there are ways around it. The best decks know how to manipulate energy so that they do not have the one energy per turn. And then there are two types of energy. Basic energy, you can play as many as you want. You can play up to 59 energy in your deck at a time, as long as you have one basic Pokemon. And so that's the only card that does that. You can have as much basic energy as you want. But special energy, however, are different. They give special effects to your Pokemon, and like every other card in the TCG, they are limited to 4 copies per the same name. So you can have this rule is kind of hard to explain right now, but you can have 4 Greninja and 4 Greninja GX, but you can't have 4 Greninja from one set and 4 Greninja from another set. So that's a good thing to point out. Next up are the special cards that Pokemon likes to put out. They mix up the formats, they change the game. They are the heavyweight Pokemon that usually are starring in decks. Decks will survive without them, that is good to note, but these are usually strong enough to win games. So, what are these Pokemon? Well, first of all, there's EXs. So, EXs are worth 2 prizes, just like Vs and GXs, and also Megas. But Megas are different. They evolve from EXs, like normal Pokemon, but these Megas end your turn when they're evolved. There are special cards that prevent that, though, so watch out. And then there's also Prism Star cards. Prism Star cards are interesting because you can only play one copy of that with the same name in your deck. So you can play one Solgaleo Prism Star, and then you can play one Cyrus Prism Star. But you can't play 2 Solgaleo Prism Stars. So, also, the rule says that these Pokemon, when going to the discard pile or knocked out, they go to the Lost Zone, a place where nothing really interacts, a place where everything is lost forever until the end of the game. So, the Solgaleo, when knocked out, it's gone. If you discard it with a card, it's gone. So, you want to use these cards wisely. Next up, there's Tag Teams and VMAXs. And they're both worth 3 prizes. One note about VMAXs is they evolve normally like Pokemon, just like GXs and normal Pokemon. So, what did you think? Did I explain it well? Is there anything that you're confused about? Please put that in the comments. Comment down below, share, like this video, and definitely subscribe to support the part 3 that's coming out pretty soon. Thank you so much for watching. I'm the Cardigan. Good day and good night.